So, what's our next question?
How old is crowdfunding?
Haha! Now that is an interesting question.
Oh yeah, this question came up, and this question came up, and it's interesting actually that a lot of people assume this crowdfunding, this e-begging, like, oh, how dare this scourge of modern society turn up. And I pointed out that in Palace Green Library in Durham, they have a collection of some very, very old first editions. And what's interesting is that back in the early days of publishing, books were very expensive.
Absolutely,
they were pretty much a handmade item.
Yeah.
And what tended to happen was that an author or a publisher would get people who would pledge to buy a copy, in a way a bit like Kickstarter works. You're effectively saying, I will buy a copy for X number of pounds when it's released. And as soon as you got enough of these people, you had the income to pay for making the book. And generally speaking, you're only looking at print runs of maybe 50, 60 copies, something like that. They weren't mass market things back then. And you could argue that is the origin of stuff like Kickstarter and crowdfunding. So there's nothing new about it. It's just evolved to meet the needs of a changing world, and the internet has really changed everything. And it's caused the re-emergence of something that actually goes back to the 17th, 16th centuries.
Could you argue it goes back further with people raising funds for expeditions? Crowdfunding for essentially scientific research and geographic research.
Well, yeah, because who normally paid for these? When they go off, they sail off and discover a continent and claim it for X, Y, and Z, and completely ignore the people who were already there. But I see a lot of the time they kind of did it in the name of the Queen and the Crown, and the Portuguese and the Spanish did much the same. But there's like the Dutch East India Company. So there are companies, and I'm guessing that effectively that's what share capital is.
Essentially, yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, you're buying a future stake in a company. When a company needs to raise money to invest in something, that they will issue shares, perhaps. And part of that is it's crowdfunding by another name.
Essentially, yes. So this goes back thousands of years.
Yes, crowdfunding is nothing new. The name given to it is because it's like hip and trendy and.
But it's just a way of rebranding something to make people
shares.
Interested again.
Yeah, selling shares or patronage. That's where Patreon comes from.
Essentially, yes.
So,
and patronage is a Roman thing.
So, nothing new. Nothing new.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah, there's no such things as new ideas. They're just old ones rehashed and with a bit of spit and polish on the top. Well, this has been quite a short one, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
And also, you can start up a conversation on hashtag Sci-Fi Chat Podcast. Always good to hear what you have to say. Debate amongst yourselves, always good. I think a lot of people have a lot of different ideas and things.
I would expect lots of people have lots of views, especially on stuff like this.
Especially on the internet.